As I've shared in previous videos, I've been off the training program that I used to follow for 6+ months. A chest injury, followed by multiple hair transplant procedures, meant that I had to step away and recover. With that said, I'm gonna be jumping back into a 4-month training block starting today, the day this video is being posted. Before I do that, my coach has me doing a general split for this week to get my muscles stimulated and ready for the work capacity that's gonna follow. This has been particularly great because I'm now working out a lot more with my dad. So this has been a really great way to get both of us back into a really good rhythm while spending quality time together. Every workday at 9:30, the management team of Alfleet jumps on a 15-minute Zoom call to share updates on different parts of the business, where we stand, where we're headed, and if anyone needs anything at all. Though Heidi and I had to go to a doctor's appointment regarding our IVF journey, it was nice to still be able to jump in and get updated, so I'm still in the loop with everything that's going on. Our doctor's appointments are followed by our favorite tradition, going to breakfast at Citizens, which is located right across the street from the doctor's office in Montrose.
I'm not trying to hype myself up, but I'm kind of down 3 pounds already. I don't look how 202 looked before, you know? It's like a different 202. Heidi said she thinks I'm fat until I'm 200.
I'm not.
She really did say that.
No, I did not say that.
You literally said, how about you get to 200?
No, I did not.
I showed you my body and you were like, and then I showed you me at 193. She's like, maybe 200.
No, he was like, this is me now. And then this is me at like 190. He goes, what's your favorite? I go, maybe 200.
So trying to get to 200. I guess the people that commented on my last video will agree with you.
They also like you at 200 or what?
They also like me a little leaner. But don't worry, they know I'm going to get back there. They have faith in the fact I'll get back there, but damn, he let himself go. They're not lying though. I'm definitely an all-in, but kind of all-out type of guy. Always have been. Dude, when I was in my last video, I'm standing in that garage, it's like, damn. It's like, what a difference 2 months can do, you know? Welcome to the video. It's finally about to feel like the weekend. We've got a few more meetings. This last end of the week has been pretty productive. But right now we are at breakfast. It looked like you had something in your coffee, but you don't. You're good. IVF appointment. We just did that. Now we're at breakfast. We're pretty much like day-to-day loyal customers here at this point. And I still like First Watch better. Regulars.
But we get the vibes here. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We get the vibes here.
Are you sure you don't want to talk to me until I get to 200? So what do you envision maybe like after Olympia having y'all?
During breakfast, I had a very quick but exciting meeting about something I'll be able to share more about in the very near future. Part of this meeting was going over the itinerary for the Olympia, which I will be attending.
Obviously, like being sedentary and kind of not eating like shit, but just sort of, you know, letting off the gas per se and letting off the gas of cardio led to a complete physique change. So I think what it's showing me is just like my 6 months of like, you know, this whole year where I was super in shape just kind of means like I really want to try this time to just maybe have some higher carbs in my diet and like, you know, not feel like I'm limiting myself so much. I want to be training with my dad every day now. So like, oh, hanging out with family and getting the workout in. I'm cool with I'm cool with 1.5 to 2 hour workouts for sure.
In training with your dad, rest periods have to keep in mind that you guys will probably go back and forth. And then I'll get these protocols over shortly.
Sounds good. Cats shed way more than huskies. Way more. Actually, Nala shed a lot when she was like younger, kind of like between 2 and 6 years old, and she's not shedding nearly, like way less now. Ooh. I know. Time to work out. You wanna go to Alphaland? You wanna go to Alphaland? Woo! Me too, yeah. She's not wrong. I'm so much like more on point with my health shit than I've ever been. Just saying. I can't imagine like a few years ago me doing all this like 3 times a day and like all the kind of extra steps I'm doing now. But happy I'm doing it, you know? Wish I would have started earlier, to be honest.
Today's my last general stability workout before I rest up for the weekend and officially start my full training block. keep going back to the same thought, which is that if it were up to me, I would have never given any of these exercises the time of day if it wasn't for me having a coach. It really does open my eyes and show me that putting your trust into someone, as uncomfortable as it may seem at first, can really open up your mind to things, allowing you to learn more and being able to implement what you learn into other avenues of working out.
It's your last day on earth, let's blast off, baby. Put that new dress on, take the tags off, baby. You deserve everything, you work your ass.
It's also really refreshing to see my dad not only join me, but keep up with me. A big focus for him and myself is for him to maintain good range of motion, mobility, and functionality.
Have more patience, every moment well spent.
Nice.
Busting, baby. It's a must to bust. What he said. It's a must to bust.
The goal isn't for him to build crazy amounts of muscle, though he definitely wants to, but rather maintaining good levels of fitness for longevity and quality of life. If we can keep him strong and even getting stronger, quality of life will improve. Being my first week getting back into training and doing cardio every day, my legs have been smoked this week, so I'm honestly looking to do everything I possibly can to recover as good as I can so I'm not crazy sore every single day. One thing about Sugarland, every single business park that you're gonna see looks identical. There's not like individuality between businesses and like signage and colors. And honestly, after traveling so many places outside of my little bubble here, I realize how weird this is, but let me show you what I mean. And y'all can tell me how weird this is. Or maybe it's like this where you live too. Here you can see, you've got like Office Depot, Crunch Fitness, Modern Luxury Furniture, a pool supply place, Home Depot, that all just look the exact same. I guess the fonts, they're able to, do their custom fonts, but apart from that, that's pretty common to see here in Sugarland. But we're about to head in to a salon here to go see, her name is Jessica, and we're gonna be getting something on my face removed. I'll show you once I park. Quick fun fact before we go in, this salon is exactly what I mean when I tell the story about what my mom used to do before Alpha Eats. She used to cook out of our house sandwiches and cakes and lunch meals, and she would come with her basket and actually deliver to all these like hairstylists, massage people, facial people. There's like these in our area, these huge rented out like units, and she actually restarted that on the side. It's like a side hustle this year. Alpha Eats is like doing better than ever. She's got help and she wanted to start this back up, so she did. But anyway, the more you know. The reason we're here is because my mom actually this week pointed out this on my nose, and this is something that came out a few years ago, and I thought it was just like a ingrown hair or a pimple or something, and over the years it just hasn't gone away. And no matter what I do, I don't really pick at it much, but it's just only getting bigger. And so I sent a photo to Jessica, and she said, oh, we can definitely get that removed. We can just burn it off. I don't know what exactly we're doing, but all I know is after the hair transplant, I feel like I could do anything, all these like little cosmetic things or whatever. I'm like, yeah, just get it done. Where before I did the surgery, I was like, I'm just gonna put it off. But we're just gonna get it taken care of. It's just apparently gonna scab over for like a week, but I can still train and it's not gonna hold anything back. So I'm like, might as well.
Easy fix. It will take about a week or so to heal. You just wanna keep putting like a Neosporin on it. Okay?
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what we're removing. 3 minutes later, and it's already done. So now we just gotta be sure we use pimple patches and Neosporin throughout the next week. Let it scab over, don't pick at it, and it should be pretty flat after.
It doesn't look like anything.
It's gone.
Yeah, just gone.
Yeah. The video title's probably a little bit dramatic, but the truth is I just don't have much going on this weekend. We're going to go ahead and call that a procedure.
This is a procedure.
It is technically a small procedure. Another Sunday at the doctor's. It is 8:20 in the morning. Probably update y'all next video, but
Checking on the follicles.
yeah, still
Feeling
trucking
a little
on.
heavy lately because I'm carrying more than normal, so, you know.
Other than this place, we never come to this area of town. This is called Montrose, and it's actually like super
Beautiful.
yeah, very cool. Very hit.
cute.
32. I'm 32. I'm 32.
You sound like a 50-year-old man.
I know.
It's okay. We love you.
Got a 57 sleep score
No.
because you left the TV on. It was so bright. I keep waking up. I couldn't find the remote.
32. You're 32.
I like to be in bed by 8:45. We were sitting in bed last night. It was 9:10, and I was like, man, I used to still
rowdy.
be in the shower getting ready for the pregame.
And now at 8:30, he's doing this.
You already had that pulled up. Life has changed, but I love this life.
Me too.
We definitely lived it up in our 20s, though.
We did.
Like, we pushed
Yeah.
the limit.
Yeah.
It's always a question what everyone's going to drive for the Don't Be Sour podcast on the weekends. We have Joe, Amanda's car, really, the Porsche. You've got the super high Jeep for Max. You've got the TRX from Shawley. And I'm driving Heidi's Jeep. The recent rhythm has been Sundays means Don't Be Sour podcast. It's been a lot of fun. It's a way for us friends to, see each other every week, catch up every week. Some might be like, oh, you're just doing it for content. It's like the content, it gives us a reason to all commit to like hanging out. And we obviously hang out outside of that, maybe not as much, but this is a nice staple in our routine. Also, I brought some new 3Ds to stock Max in this office back up. 2 of each flavor. This is kind of like foreshadowing the variety pack that I want to build. Sorry, it's not focused. Still not in focus, but working on a variety pack. Hopefully you can get that out before the end of the year online, because I know a lot of you guys want that. And yeah, let's go in and knock this out.
The whole reason I wanted this is fucking
Yeah.
Now look at all of us.
This is pretty like
We're so cool.
not
Are you gonna do them?
Yeah, I got the silver one coming. Just finished up the podcast and I'm now back at the house, but before I go in and kind of call it for this Sunday, I wanted to share a segment that we did on the pod towards the end. Max went around and asked all of us a favorite quote, and then we kind of expanded on our best advice for people. I'm going to share it here. So the quote that I shared, a ship in harbor is safe, but that's not what ships are built for. And to me, something about this quote just takes me back to the Outland years, like so distinctly, being in a position where I really didn't know what I was getting into, being a ship going out into the ocean, had no idea what was in store for me, had no idea how much work it was going to lead to, and kind of the sleepless nights and the sacrifices and the burden on so many of my relationships that I kind of entered in that era. And that kind of tied to my piece of advice, which my immediate piece of advice, without just like within a second of being asked the question, was your 20s are when you need to absolutely push your limits. That's when you need to go at 150 miles an hour. Don't let your foot off the gas. Like, burn the midnight oil. Do everything you possibly can. Make as much money as you possibly can. Live under your means as much as you possibly can. Live with roommates. Save, try to maximize the amount of money you're putting into your future. That's something I feel I've always sort of stood behind, and being on YouTube for over a decade now, majority of the time you guys have known me has been in my 20s. I'm 32 now, and a lot of you guys that have stuck with me for so long, you see me kind of in this more calm state now, and more you see me in a whole different state. But I don't regret what I did in my 20s whatsoever. And if anything, I just want to encourage you guys, in a world where I feel like it's getting more and more normal to see people kind of expect things to come really quick, and expect success, and expect, balance in their life, and expect to just be, I don't know, I feel like people entering their young 20s now are I mean, it's always been like this, but you got to be willing to sacrifice, and like you have to be selfish. And if you're not selfish, then it's going to be harder to be selfish when you're older. I think that's what it comes down to. It's like you have so much less responsibility when you're young, and your body recovers quicker. You're able to just like bounce back, and you're able to have more energy. And if I had to do what I did in my 20s right now, I could, but I'm just so grateful that I put the work in to the capacity that I did early on. And it meant, I mean, I constantly remember like when I was in college, like saying no to so many things, not wanting to be involved in the party scene, not wanting to kind of just get distracted because I was so obsessed with what I was doing and fitness and getting videos up and, you know, posting it when even there was just a few thousand people watching. I was just so hooked on that, and that kind of led me to start the coaching stuff, which I didn't care about anything going on. I just cared about what I was doing. At times, looking back, like, yeah, it might have been selfish and maybe I didn't whatever, but it's like I fucking did what I had to do, and I am just grateful now that I did put that work in. So not saying everybody watching this needs to be an entrepreneur or do this or that, but if you're working for stability and things, like there's still so much more you can do. How can you optimize that? How can you maximize that? Is there stuff you can do overtime? Is there stuff that you can do as a side hustle? Is there stuff you need to, especially in your 20s, again, expand that bandwidth and just push the limits to what you're able to do, because you'll just be more grateful for it sooner in your 30s and 40s. And I think if you don't end up going through that grind phase, that hustle phase, that selfish phase, it's just going to become that much harder to do as you get older. I'm not saying if you're 30 something or 40 something watching this, like it's too late, because it's never too late. But what's too late is like if you just keep pushing the date off to get started and to kind of make these lifestyle changes and hone in and like, you know, be quick to adjust things that you're doing. If the job you're at right now isn't really doing it, you hate it, and you don't want to put the extra time in, or you have to change your environment, and you got to be quick to do that, or else you're just wasting time. So that's sort of my message expanded, and yeah, I just felt like sharing. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to go watch that pod. It's a pretty good one. We were kind of all over the place, to be honest, but sometimes those are the best ones. But I will see you guys on Thursday. I'm already unbuckled for my seatbelt. Peace. This week has been tough on my legs, so I'm really trying to do everything that I possibly can to optimize recovery this week. What?
Oh, it's a bit tough on your legs.
Yeah. F you.
It's been really hard on my legs.